The Institutional Guide to the Perfect High School and Higher Preparatory Examination Course. How the ideal school should look, talk and act in accordance to the surrounding world. 315 pages that help you as a school on how to portray your institution to boring business people, the students' parents, and other important, influential and streamlined people around you. A guide that builds on strong and scientifically proven principles such as the moral degradation paradox and the nonsense business word tsunami effect. Strong academic and bureaucratic principles which have helped build the entire public system as we know it today. This is a rather long guide, but not quite as long as the other books by the same author. Books like How to Catch a Whistleblower, Creativity and How to Destroy It, and of course, the Ministry of Education's Guide to a Heavier and More Complex Bureaucracy that includes over 100 pages on how the students in an easy and sufficient way can view important school material and upload their assignments via the World Wide Web. This video aims to highlight some of the topics in the guide in order to help any school build a better and a more formal-looking educational institution. One of the most important steps is to show that you as an institution have the means to build and preserve the best work environment for your high school students. This can be done in several ways. For instance, you should maintain few and dedicated classes, custom-created A-level subjects, as well as lots of threats of physical violence. Furthermore, use well-established footage of the school to highlight the professional surroundings, consequently creating the perception of a well-structured and calm working environment. But be aware that reality might be interpreted slightly differently, through the eyes of a student. Another good thing to do in order to make the school look good is to make up statistics. Studies show that 89% of all statistics can be invented on the spot and used sufficiently and narcissistically for self-beneficial purposes. Look to your right, now look to your left. Statistics indicate that 4 out of 5 of you will attend this school next year. Now, the only number bigger than that is the number of students who enjoy party-like activities. And even though alcoholic beverages damage the brain, it's important to show the meaning of the word fun, or hygge, which has no English translation whatsoever.
Did I? Oh yeah.
But a more cranked-up version is usually applied with greater success. Another crucial step in this guide is to use a lot of fancy and productive sounding words, Words that ensure and lure the parents into making a rational decision for their offspring. The more confusing and academic the words, the better. Words like anti-disestablishmentarianism, pseudo-hypoparathyroidismology, and bibliophilology.
I'm just gonna jump in right here. That's not a word.
But, however, it actually is a word. Bibliophilology. The meaning of love towards education, reading and sharing knowledge to people around you with great care.
Goddag, jeg er lektor Dolman. På N.G.G er der plads til alle. Vi mener, at enhver elev er unik. Derfor hjælper vi dem med at udnytte deres fulde potentiale. Og det er jo det handler om.
Jeg har tegnet en lort.
Ej, hvor er det fremragende, min dygtige dreng.
Jeg kan ikke finde ud af det.
Det ordner lektor Dolle, din lille horepræmie. Her der hjælper vi eleverne ud af deres vanskeligheder, og det er uanset hvor få hjerneceller deres forældre måtte være udstyret med. Her på stedet er man nemlig ikke bare et nummer. Og så skal vi nok få dig op i omdrejninger igen, og det er hurtigere, end du kan nå at sige strækmarch.
Men jeg går her jo ikke.
If such propaganda-like material is not available, it's always possible to find something equally relevant on the internet.
Ej, det gør ikke kraftedeme ikke. Jeg må da godt tæske dine børn. Jeg tæver sgu også mine egne børn. Jeg må godt give lidt slæng. Jeg kræfter dig af. Stopper det lidt. Stopper det af. For helvede, mand. Fuck jer alle sammen. Ud. Jeg kan godt tæske mine børn. Man må godt tæske børn.
The ideal high school should also offer a wide variety of exercise and musical programs where the students can practice playing their musical instrument or branch of sport at a high level in combination with their education, probably against their own will. The students know they're here. The parents think they're here. Meanwhile, in the Guide to the Perfect High School, you as a school should always brag about the students actually being here. It's also a good idea to show off academic facilities you might have on the premises of the school, a place home to knowledge, custom-made student groups and hazardous chemicals from the 70s. Moreover, should you perform dangerous experiments, it is important always to dress the students accordingly. And in under absolutely no circumstances should you let any of the students be in charge of security and safety on their own. It's commonly known among institutions in the Danish public transportation system that saving money everywhere possible is a good thing. In the school's case, saving money on student trips results in travelling to not as exotic or cultivated places like Jutland or Hamburg. The Institutional Guide to the Perfect High School has this to say regarding that topic. Fuck that. Instead, travelling to places like the United States, China and Greenland not only gives a deep cultural understanding, but also broadens the students' perspective on the world around them, from the World of Warcraft to actual geographical knowledge about the real planet Earth. These are just a few of the places to visit, so slight dramatization regarding student trips is still recommended. This sums up the first chapters in the Institutional Guide to the Perfect High School and Higher Preparatory Examination course. In the next episode of this guide, we'll be touching on the subject of how to keep low average grades out of the statistics and showing only beautiful students and teachers in public photos.